There is a gift the entire world has, but not everybody realizes it. With it, you can go places. With it, you can do stuff. With it, you don't have to make a move to actually make a move. The internet has made the world a global village. And of course, that is one of the things we celebrate on the Internet Business Show. My name is Emeka Eze, and you're welcome to another episode of the Internet Business Show. This is DABA TV. And of course, I don't get to do this alone. Every other time I come on here with a guest. And today I'm talking to an internet entrepreneur who I'm going to show you or bring to your screens after I'm back from this short break. Stay with me. I'll be right back. Welcome back from that short break. This is still DABA TV, and I am Emeka Eze. You're watching the Internet Business Show. Before I went on the short break, I told you about the guest I'm bringing in the studio, who I would obviously call an internet entrepreneur. I will call him a tech expert. I'm also going to call him someone who manages talent, someone who's been in the business of the internet for years and has actually utilized the power of the internet to create something big for himself. I'm talking about none other than Daniel Arowolo. Hi, brother. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
It's really nice to have you. I mean, you look great. You look smart. You look sweet.
Thanks.
I guess the way you look is actually inspiring my own look.
See that?
Nice to have you, Dan. So officially, I'm going to get to meet you first. Let's hear from the horse's mouth. Let us meet Daniel. Who is Daniel Arowolo?
Yeah. My name, as said earlier, my name is Daniel Oluwatosin. I'm the CEO founder of Intech Management Limited.
That's apparently it. Okay, we'll have about 30 more minutes or thereabouts to get to talk more about you. And while the conversation is going on, you get to know more about Daniel Oluwatosin Arowolo. So tell us, you manage, or you are the CEO of Intech Management.
Yes.
And that is, let's hear, what's Intech Management? Tell us about Intech Management.
Yeah, Intech is basically a tech company derived from innovative and technology management.
Okay.
So what we do is we started as a web development agency, okay, developing websites for businesses and personal brand owner. Then we grew up with products like our cloud-based hosting and digital advertising platform.
Oh, beautiful. And so you have been in the internet business so long that you created something for yourself, a business you manage. And so tell us, how long have you been into the internet business? How long?
Yeah, if I would backdate it, that should be like 9 years now, from 2013.
So in the space of 9 years, you're able to have a child in the business. That's your company now. And in your company, you do some cloud-based hosting, and also you do some digital advertising. That's beautiful. So how did you get into this niche, this space?
I actually started my tech journey during the Web 1.0.
Okay.
Not really. We are in Web 2.0, which we are currently approaching Web 3.0. So I started during the period of Java phones, Nokia phones, and all that. So we actually had less functions on the internet, less information on the internet. So my first motive comes from being able to, I'm the kind of child that has curiosity. I grew up with this curiosity mindset. So whenever I see something, my first exposure to computer, I have millions, I can remember I have millions of questions when I saw, like, how is this thing done? So when I came across internet, I wanted to, unlike every other person that finds it interesting, browsing the internet, my own question is, who created this? How was it done? Why is it on the internet? Why is it there? So I think curiosity helped me get started in tech.
That's the word. You wanted to know more, and you were curious enough to get into the business, and that was how you learned what you learned.
Yes.
So aside curiosity, what motivated you to stay? Because the truth is, a lot of persons get curious about things. Upon getting the knowledge about how that thing works, there is no longer that motivation to continue. So you were curious. You got to see that the internet was huge. At that time when not everybody was into the internet, what motivated you to stay in?
Yeah, the good thing about the internet is it's infinity. Like, you can't get enough of it. So you keep coming across new technologies, new things, new researches, and many others like that. So if you are the kind of person that has curious mindset, you would definitely being like in a loop of industry, like infinitely loop. So you get to explore more and more like that.
So the dynamic nature of the industry is what actually motivated you to stay. I would agree with you because, talking about Web 1.0, 2.1, of course, approaching 3.0 now. I remember that my first phone was a Sagem. I can't forget. I think it's my S5. But subsequently, I shifted to using Symbian phones. At some point, I had 2 or 3 Symbian phones at the same time. I think Nokia N5, Nokia N97, and N95. Yes, I used those phones, those Symbian phones then. And it was fun because I kept on looking at what other thing a newer version of a device could offer. Yeah, so that idea, that infinity could actually make you, that infinity idea that things keeps getting better in this space,
Yes.
could make you want to do more. Now, while you were exploring that space, Dan, tell us, what skills did you learn while you were exploring the internet and getting curious to learn things? What skills did you get?
In our industry, the good thing about tech industry is you get to learn new thing almost every time. Like there is always a new language, new technology, new infrastructure, skill set, and many other.
When you say language, are you talking the normal languages we know, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa?
No, like the tech languages,
Tech
like
language.
computer languages.
Okay.
Then off the internet, there are infinite things to learn with the ability to like improve your research skills, ability to learn how to sell your products.
Beautiful. So let me know specifically what skills did you gather over time?
Ability to sell.
Ability to sell.
Yes.
So you are obviously a tech expert. But besides being a tech expert, you also have that ability to sell. That's a skill you learned along the line. Okay, interesting. So you've got the skills. A tech bro who knows how to sell. So when did you start monetizing the skills?
Yeah.
You want to tell us the story, how it went?
It's actually like it's a very long story though. I remember sometimes in 2015 I had a project developed like a school management portal.
Yeah.
So I wanted to sell the ideas to school. I think as much as I was trying then, the schools were not buying the idea of like digitalizing syllabus, educations to the internet and many other stuff like that. So until the corona period came, so they had to learn the hard way.
Okay. And so what do you mean by they had to learn the hard way? Was it that they all of a sudden bought the idea of digitalizing syllabus?
Yeah, during the pandemic period, I think a couple of schools were prepared, and majority of other schools were not. So like it was very easier to take charge of the situation at hand, like to project like this shouldn't like really stop the education system. Yes, there are a lot of ways we engage students from home and they really want to. So it was more easier for us to like sell our product.
All right, great. So we're going to go on a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more about Daniel Oluwatosin. We're going to ask him how he was able to go on up on this journey to build in-tech management and how he's making money off of it. Stay with me, and I'll be back after this short break.
Hey there, stop. It's the year 2022. Many of you are still confused about what cryptocurrency is, what is Bitcoin, what is Ethereum. How do people make money from cryptocurrency? Hey, you see, I've come to help you out. And I have a free webinar for you. The title is What You Must Know Before You Even Invest in Cryptocurrency. In this free webinar, I will teach you what Bitcoin is, what cryptocurrency is, what Ethereum is, the risk associated with crypto. What are the factors I must consider if I must have profitable investing in cryptocurrency? How do you participate? Click the link on this video. The date and time are showing right now on your screen, and the link is also on your screen. My name is Chris and you found at DABA.school, and in this free webinar I'm going to show you all you need to know that will help you get started in cryptocurrency. Do well to join me because I can't wait to see you succeed in crypto.
Welcome back from that short break. You're still watching DABA TV and the Internet Business Show. I've been talking to Daniel Oluwatosin Arowolo, the CEO of InTech Management. We've been talking tech, the internet business, and how he has successfully got into this business, what his motivation is at the start, and how he had played around this space. And of course, we're now going to start talking about some of the challenges he's been facing in the business and how he's been dealing with it. Dan, no business comes without challenges. Nothing in life comes with their flip sides. So on the flip side of a good story, there's always a challenge. So tell us, what is the challenge that you have faced as, in this space, in this technology and internet business space?
Yeah, to me, if I would put it in one word, I would say misinterpretation. So, like, people misunderstood us, like, they pick us for the wrong thing. I can remember when we were about to get our first office space. So, upon meeting the owner of the building, she asked me, it was fortunate to be a woman, she asked me, like, what are you guys planning to be doing here? Like, what are you guys into? So I said, we are tech. Like, just to make it brief, like, we are tech company and we are trying to make this our office workspace. Yeah. So, like, I had to, like, explain what I really mean. Yeah, in fact, I can remember I explained to the minimum, like, I had to say, that phone with you, what we do is something we can, like, we are part of the technology.
You have to really go down to the roots
to just make it understand. So, like, they don't really understand. It's not majorly in a country like this. They take us for the wrong things and other like that. So we have to, like, interpret, like, speak what they understand of what we are.
And does that basic challenge you just mentioned, misinterpretation, does it affect your value in the market out there? Because if I'm paying for something that I really don't know much about, I can be paying less for it, not knowing.
Yeah.
Does it affect your...
It does.
So how do you deal with that? How do you still get the value of your job or of the quality of services you render?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it enables us to learn how to sell the product, because you are literally not selling to someone who speaks your language. It's more or less like you are selling to someone who doesn't understand what you are saying. So you have to, like, speak what they understand. You have to put it in their own layman terms. Do you understand? So yes.
Yeah, I think that brings me down to somewhere. Imagine the first idea of a phone. Imagine telling a novice who's never been with a phone that with this device you can talk to somebody who is thousands of miles away from you, and you want me to pay for it. If I'm hearing it for the first time, I think I'll be skeptical. Yes. I feel like it's impossible, and I feel like you want to scam me. Yes. So you have to go beyond every reasonable doubt to convince me. And I can feel where you're coming from when you said that this is so much of a big problem, the misinterpretation. Now, to be honest with you, I've talked to a lot of persons in the tech space and doing internet business, and I asked the same question: what are your challenges? And nobody has actually told me misinterpretation. It's actually a deep way to look at the entire phase, and truly, from what you're saying, is a big problem. Now, while you were answering that question, you mentioned that it brought out the salesman in you, and beyond providing a service or a product, you also have to be able to sell it to people. So in your journey as a tech expert, how much of a salesman do you think you have become?
Maybe I would say extremely.
So now you can comfortably sell anything.
Yeah, I literally wanted to have, like, an advanced courses in sales. Like, it enables me to want to learn more about sales, because this is your product. You should be able to sell it better than any other person.
Now, that's great. If there was a quote that if there's any single skill that every person on earth should learn, it is not being an entrepreneur, it's not being able to hold a business, it's not being able to do anything but the ability to sell. Yes. Because the truth is, sitting down here now, you're probably selling. Sitting down here now, I am selling.
Yes.
It's a skill that everybody needs to possess. And when we were having this conversation prior to this moment, you told me that the sales skill brought out the tech aspect of business, or the business aspect of tech for you. Do you want to expatiate on that? When you talk about the business side of tech, what does it mean? How can you define the business side of tech?
You don't get into tech because you write code. I used to tell people. Yeah,
please take that again.
You don't.
I heard it clearly. I want people to hear it the second time.
Please, you don't get into tech because you write code.
Coding. So at the end of the day, it's not
more
exactly
to
fun.
It. Yeah, just like look back to the past founders. They do more than coding. You have to be able to, like, sell the idea. You have to be able to translate your products to the audience. You have to be able to communicate it. You In fact, starting a tech company might start as maybe the CTO, like the major coder, but before you know, you find yourself doing every other thing.
Marketing.
Yes,
Yeah.
before you know, you find yourself doing every other thing a natural business should do.
Which is where you are at the moment.
Yes,
in tech
exactly.
management. Beautiful. Talking about sales and developing the skills of sales, there's actually a kind of sale that you don't really have to stress about creating the product, but all you need to do is master the art of selling, and it is called affiliate marketing. And talk about affiliate marketing, visit www.daba.school. That is where you get to learn online skills that will set you up for the future. In there, you're going to get courses like Trade and Make Money, graphics design, UI UX design, YouTube monetization, WhatsApp monetization, cake baking, and of course, I mentioned affiliate marketing. These are some of the courses that you learn in this particular platform that sets you up for the future. Now, back and still talking to Daniel Oluwatosin Arowolo, the tech bro comes salesman, and he's doing very well with sales, if you ask me. Now, I want you to tell us about how your sales skill pushed you and your tech knowledge pushed you into starting in tech management.
How
your skills, your sales skills, your knowledge in tech, how you pushed it into becoming a business. Today you are a CEO. You have a physical office. You service clients and all that. And you can comfortably say you're making money out of these things.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking.
Like I said earlier, like Intech started as a web developer agency. So what we do earlier was we just develop websites for clients upon request and quotations and all that. So at the long run, we get to realize part of our requirement developing website for clients is making sure we secure the domain name for the client and then the hosting services and all that like that. But at the long run, we realized we wanted to serve clients more than just developing their website. We wanted to put them on infrastructures, technologies to power their website. For example, on a couple of hostings we've used in the past, we realized that we sometimes have to go extra mile in reconfiguring the servers for clients. Do you understand? So we then come up with our idea, which is our intercloud hosting, to like create an hosting company that is cloud-based. Okay. So that way we are able to provide not just web development services for our clients, we are able to like host their website and make sure their website is running smoothly on infrastructure technology. In fact, the most significant thing about it is we are able to unify our support system for our clients. When we were web developer agency, what we do is we charge for support system. So our support system might include their website maintenance, their server maintenance, and all of that. So we realized we started doing the work of a web hosting services, like what the customer service would have been doing. So the customer, the client, they prefer like communicating to us directly, since we are the developer of the project, and also helping them in reconfiguring. Like we are more like doing what the hosting company would have been doing. So we had to like
the same thing.
Yeah, we had to like just shift out most of our clients. So our first like segment of client, we have to move them from our existing client base to our cloud-based technology.
And so far, it's been going well.
Yes, definitely.
So it's right to say that Intech management is customer-centric.
Yes.
You are concentrated on servicing and satisfying
your
customers. So it's beyond having the knowledge. It's the most beautiful part is being able to monetize that knowledge and turn it into a business. So being the CEO of a tech brand here in Nigeria, I would like to ask you, what do you think is the future of technology in Nigeria?
To me, comparing to like a decade ago, tech in Nigeria is growing rapidly. In fact, I can say compared to major African countries, tech in Nigeria has future. There's future in tech in Nigeria.
There's future in tech in Nigeria. It's different from years ago when you sit down and you're pressing your phones and your parents come to you and say, you do nothing, read your books every time you're on your phones.
A lot of parents are now empowering
their kids.
With
gadgets.
I used to see a lot of requests like can you put my kids through this thing and other stuff like that. I feel like exactly how I started.
That's the truth. Even on the DABA website, there is a 6-year-old and a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old, a couple of brothers who learned skills from DABA, and they put it into practice. I think one learned affiliate marketing, the other learned graphics design, and now they're making a lot of money with it, and that is why we established DABA Kids as at the first place. It is open for kids between the ages of 4 and 16, and you would see parents turn up for this and want to empower their kids with this knowledge. That is because people know now, people are aware now.
Yes, Nigerians are now adopting to information on the internet.
On the internet.
When I started, I remember one of my first application I did was like remodifying existing applications like To Go Nimbus, Opera Mini into a unified application. During those period of time, it was Nokia's Java devices and all that like that. So you have to be like extremely fortunate for you to be able to afford Symbian and all that like at that time. So I wanted to use that function. I used to experience it with other people's devices and all that like that. So I was able to like bring this application together into one application. No, I have, To Go was existing already. Nimbus was existing. Eskimi was existing. So these applications are Java. So where I'm trying to drive towards that, I actually saw this information on the internet, but Nigerians, or let me say, as at that time, people, Google wasn't what it was today.
Yes. And sorry, as at that time too, if you're making that research, somebody probably thinks you're wasting your time.
Yeah, it's
playing around with your phone.
It was just 1.2, so you can only access information, you cannot interact with it.
It's a progress, a great progress, all from the point where we started from until now. And the internet keeps proving itself to be successfully relevant in our time and beyond. So, of course, the future of tech in Nigeria is safe. We are growing, we are getting better, and we are getting there. So this is a question that I like to ask people who has taken giant steps and strides in their journey when it comes to creating and building. And I always pay attention to the response because it means a lot to me and a lot of other persons out there who are listening. So the question is this. Would you be addressing a group of passionate and business-hungry youths in Nigeria? What would be the words you think they need to hear?
For me, I would say learn digital skills and never give up.
Two things. Learn digital skills and never give up. Speaking of digital skills, of course, we talked about DABA, that school where you get to learn the skills of the future. Chris Annie would always say that the jobs of the future are not taught in schools. You learn them. The internet is always there for you to get this knowledge and then, get stuff working. A lot of times we always wait for people to sit us down and tell us how to do things, how to go about stuff. But we are in the era where you don't have to wait for nobody anymore.
The information is already there.
It's there.
The information is there.
Go get it. It's on the internet. All you need to do is get access to the internet. Search anything. It's gotten so bad. I have a friend that in the middle of a conversation, tell him, like, his next handbook is Google. In the middle of anything, he will just pick his phone and he will search it up. It's a good habit, but that is how easily you can access information at the tip of your fingers. All you need is an access to the internet, which is the gateway to a lot of information, priceless information. I thank you, Dan Oluwatosin Arowolo, for the time you've given us on the studio today. Talked about business and talked about your experience in the internet business. Now let's talk about how we can do business with Intech management. How do we locate Intech management? Do you have social media platforms, and how can one get to do business with you?
Yeah, for our cloud-based hosting, you can visit us on intechcloudhosting.com. And for our ads, for our digital ad platforms, you can visit intechads.com. Okay. Our social media for cloud hosting is at Intech Cloud Hosting. For Intech Ads is at Intech Ads.
So when you say
generally, if you search Intech on social media, we should obviously be the first or second to pop up. Yeah.
So when you talk about Intech Cloud Hosting and Intech Ads, is there an hyphen between, or Intech as one word?
Intech as one word.
One word. .com.
Yes.
So www.intechcloudhosting.com.
.com, yes.
Then for the ads, www.intechads.com. Ads with an S, ADS.
Yes.
Ads.com. All right, you got that. And of course, on social media, all you need to do is search Intech Cloud Hosting or Intech Ads, and they will pop on all social media platforms. You heard directly from the CEO of Intech Management himself, Daniel Oluwatosin Arowolo. It's a beautiful time with you, Tosin.
Thank you.
And we're going to go on a short break. This is where we'll play the bonus questions. We ask Tosin some very freestyle questions. more personal, away from business, away from talk. Let's ease up a little bit and get to know Daniel Oluwatosin Arowolo even more. Stay with me. We'll be back. Play this game and call it a show.
How do you keep your former relationships? Oh, he used to be a programmer at Digital Abundance. Today, he runs a $5 million Web3 startup. That should be the kind of thing you should be aiming for. Some of you want to rush into starting your business without building base. There's a coin in the cryptocurrency market.
You're welcome back from that short break. This is the final lap of this interesting show. It's been fun with Daniel Oluwatosin Arowolo, the CEO of Intech Management. We've talked internet, we've talked business. Of course, we've also talked his skills on sales and how it pushed him to even monetize what he knows in the tech space. Now we're about to know him even much closer, and this is going to be way easier and I mean kind of crazy. So Dan, this is the part where we ask our guests some very easy questions. They are polar questions, most of them. All that you have to give straight and direct answers to. Are we ready?
Okay.
Okay, good. You get a chance to pick between these two vehicles. Which would you pick? A Mercedes-Benz or a Volkswagen?
Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz. Why Benz? Is it the class or the durability? Because if you pick durability, Volkswagen is also a durable vehicle.
If you had said a Mercedes-Benz and possibly Ford, I would choose Ford.
I wouldn't have even said Ford. So I was trying to compare two German brands, right? And I was also trying to compare two brands that can stand head-to-head based on durability. So only one reason will make you go for Benz. So why Benz?
Just the class.
The class. Obviously the class. All right, then, beautiful. And now tell us one song that describes you. If I listen to the song, I can tell this is Tosin.
Wow. One song. I listen to a lot of music. So why would like one song have to...
Maybe one that appeals to
Big
you
Sean.
more. What?
Big Sean. One Man.
Big Sean.
Yes.
One Man.
Yeah.
Big Sean,
One
the
Man
rapper.
can change the world. Yes.
Yeah, One Man. Okay. I'm not familiar with the song. Maybe from now I'll go search Big Sean. I'm a fan of rap music. You know Big Sean well, but I don't think I listen to him so well to know that song. It might be a popular song too, but so you're a fan of rap music too?
Yeah, obviously.
Favorite rapper?
Is it Indigenous or...
Let's start with local. In local, we have both Indigenous and... So let's start with, who's your favorite Indigenous local rapper?
Firstly, if I Indigenous life, there's no way I would want to like skip Olamide for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Olamide is your favorite Indigenous.
And an exception of him, I would prefer to go with like Vector and the like.
Okay, great, beautiful. So let's go to the international scene. Who's your favorite?
Favorite rapper, a lot of them.
Okay, let's pick two. Who are your two favorite rappers?
I'm a big fan of Wayne, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, beautiful.
Yeah, and obviously Big Sean, then the like of Deji Love in female. Nicki Minaj a bit, but most importantly, I would like to forget Eminem.
Eminem, beautiful. So those are the greats. Talk about Eminem. Okay, well, for me, I think I have a thing with black rappers, so I would do Tupac instead. I'll do my favorite.
Yeah, obviously everybody does
lyrically,
like
Tupac, and the attitude, the cadence of Tupac for me, and then I'll go for Kendrick Lamar. Tupac, Kendrick Lamar.
Wow, why do I miss Kendrick?
Tupac, Kendrick Lamar. Then come back locally for me. Who's my favorite? It's tight. It's a tight fix. So for the lyrics and the intelligence, I'll do a YC. YC has a lot of lyrics. He's intelligent, he's smart, the way he uses his words. But for the attitude of who a rapper is and for the creativity of the poetry in rap, I'll go for two persons, Vector and M.I. Abaga.
Yeah, I know when I was thinking of Vector, M.I. come up, but I won't deny the fact that I get related to Vector more.
Yeah. True, me too. I'm tilting towards M.I. because he is more poetic with rap. So with M.I., you can start getting emotional listening to rap. But with Vector and the rest, it is mostly let's do it and let's go.
Vector's definitely not to use his words.
So we are going to start having another internet rap business show if we're not careful. All right, and so let's move on to the next question I want to ask, and this would happen to be the last on this show. If you have to go to a place to ease stress, where would it be?
Wow.
One spot. What's your favorite spot to ease that stress? Long
Like,
day, worked up.
sport. Is it just as a sport or?
It could be a sport, it could be a thing you do. Tell us, if you have to be in a place to ease yourself of stress, where would that be?
The only thing I do to my own kind of stress therapy is music.
Music. So take music away. It has to be a physical place. Where would it be?
Like, physical place, I really don't go out. I'm not really the outdoor person like that. In fact, most of the time, if I'm not at the office and I'm not on any appointment, obviously I'm going to be on my work desk at home.
Doing stuff.
Yes.
Building products. Beautiful. So you heard directly from Daniel Oluwatosin Arowolo, CEO in tech management, and we've had fun with him. So you see, aside being that man who does business, create products, build services, does sales, and attend to other businesses, he also has a fun part to his life. Daniel likes listening to rap music. He has favorite rap artists, and of course, would prefer to ride a Benz around town. Most importantly, he would just be on his desk working to ease stress if he is not listening to music. Beautiful. So at the end of the day, we've had a successful show. Dan, thanks for coming. Thanks for the time.
Yeah,
it's beautiful to have you on DABA TV. And of course, we would not stop celebrating and talking about people who are leveraging the internet to do business and build products. Who knows? There is a Mark Zuckerberg somewhere. There is an Elon Musk somewhere looking at this who needs just this motivation to start what they are doing. So thank you for your time. Thank you for delivering a masterclass on the show. And at this point, we are going to call it a show. It is still DABA TV. Do not forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to the channel. Talk to your friends about this. And of course, drop in the comment section what CEO, entrepreneur, influential person you like us to have on DABA TV. And of course, we're going to work on it and bring it on. Do not forget to keep following DABA TV other shows and enjoying what we put up here for you. Until we meet again next week, I am Emeka Eze. This is the Internet Business Show. This is DABA TV. Do have a great week and stay safe.
There are many things you need to know about the crypto market. How to buy, how to sell, set stop loss, understanding coin supply. In my course, Trade and Make Money course, I gave an overview of Binance Exchange, of several exchanges, how to use them, understand fundamental analysis, understand technical analysis. In my course, Trade and Make Money, I gave it deep details on that. So when people say they want to learn crypto and have knowledge about the market, I refer them back to my course first. That's where you start from.